Hey, okay. Am I live? Let's see. Let me see. Hold on. How do you do this before the? I don't do it before the show. I do it during the show because that's how I do things. Anyway, okay. Looks like my my mic is working. I think. Uh, all right. I'm back to doing some arts again. It's been a while since I did some arts. I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish this. I'm gonna finish coloring it. I've been looking for skin color, uh, and so I got. Uh, it turns out that I don't have very good skin color on my collection of markers. So I bought this one. I think I bought it like 2 months ago. I finally opened it. So here are some colors. I probably need a filler. What do you call that thing? The table. What is this? Pad between your coloring sheet to prevent any bleed through. Oh, okay. Okay, use that for protecting the bleed through. Didn't I say I was gonna have a little? Hold on, let me go get my bleed through. This one? Yeah, hold on. Give me more surface. Yeah, hold on. You know what? No. All right, I got this. I think this has a little more surface. Okay, good. This better. Yeah, for the bleed through. Yeah, there you go. They usually give you a little. Oh, they do have it. I think I found it. Yeah, there it is. There you go. Alright. So I'm gonna swatch. Yeah, it's called swatch. Swatch. All right. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's do some little swatching. Y4 15. Y4 15. Y4 15. Ah, there it is. Y4 15. I'm going to use the brush. Go. Y4 15. What I like to do on this swatch is hold on, I'm going to do this instead. Use the chisel. I make sure that I don't. Make sure I just do one layer. Now, what I like to do is on this side I do multiple swatch. So this is just one layer of a swatch, and this is multiple layers of swatch. I don't know if you could you tell? Yeah. So that's that one. YRO2. I'm going to do the next one. YRO2. It's called Peach Silk. This is called Sandstone. Okay. Actually, that does look sandstone-ish. YR2. There it is. Go ahead and put this here for now. YR2. Let me try this way. Wow, that's not really hard to do just one stroke on this one. It's really dried up. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna that one. Okay. All right. There's that. That does look like a skin color. Okay, so that's good. Okay. YR4, YR04, YR04, YR04. Think I have a guess. Hey, Hayden, what's up? This is my cousin, Hayden. How are you?
Good, you?
I'm doing okay. I never got to congratulate you on your graduation.
Thanks. It's alright. Yeah.
He just graduated. He going to college. Tell me what college you going to?
Binghamton University.
What university?
Binghamton.
Pennington?
Binghamton. Bingh. M-A. I'll spell. It's where my dad went.
Pennington, huh? And you say you doing the is that debate? You part of your course?
No. There's a club slash team. Um, what's it called? Yeah. So I joined the debate team.
Hmm?
I joined the debate team. So is my mic low? What?
Huh?
Is my mic too low?
I could hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So I joined the team. It's not a class. It's a separate thing, extracurricular. Um, Probably gonna suck at first, but like I'm gonna probably suck at first. I am, but I'll get better.
Did you have a high school debate team? Weren't you in a high school debate team?
No, I was on We the People team. That was a competition, constitutional competition.
Uh-huh.
So basically, that one was like a very different thing. This is like, yeah, this is completely different. It's like, where like in the other one, I was like just presenting to a judge. So like I was competing against other people, but they weren't like directly interacting with me during the competition. In this one, I'll actually be debating someone. It's like a 2v2. So me and my friend are gonna debate people. In the other one, it was just I present an argument to a judge, and then they ask me questions. This time, it's we present the argument to them and the judges, and then they ask us questions, and it kind of goes back and forth to different arguments and speeches.
Oh, have you seen that program called Jubilee?
What? Oh, Jubilee? Yes.
Yeah.
Surrounded. I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Can you think you can handle something like that?
Um, yeah, definitely. I love I watch it. I'm just like, I would answer it like this. Actually, I would ask this and stuff. Like what would I do? And hold on. I'm also joining the moot court team now because I just got accepted by that. Just got the email.
So you know all the terms, like for instance, like straw man arguments and all these different type of argument they use
Yeah.
to strategize. Would you use such things like that, or would you be more straightforward debater?
Um, that's the thing. It's so I haven't actually like had like a mock one yet or anything, so it's gonna be tough. And I also have to respond to things they said. So it's interesting. So basically, if they said the sky is green somewhere in that argument, and I didn't pick that up, and I didn't address that, the sky is green. That I conceded that the sky is green. So
Mhm.
I have to. So it's also the hardest part is kind of like they speak really fast. Like I saw some people practicing it, and they were speaking like just like take
Yeah.
this live stream, speed up by 10, and they're still speaking faster.
So like they will give you like a when they will present their argument. They will give you all these things. Some of them may not be even relevant to the topic, but to distract you and keep you from not answering them. They will present you a whole bunch of different ideas. What is that strategy is called when you're presenting a whole bunch of different arguments? They shoot you. They give you a shotgun effect, basically. I forgot what the argument is called.
I think
When
it's
they
an asterisk.
asterisk.
Asterisk. So like you throw in something that's like unrelated or just like to throw someone
Some
off.
of them are related, but you have to find that yourself. You know, you have
Yeah.
to pick that one up yourself and go, hey, uh, I mean, I mean, it's a way to distract you so that instead of staying on topic, and because they presenting all these things, sounds like, oh, all those things are against your argument, but it really wasn't just only one of them maybe even be considered being against your argument, right? They were using that kind of strategies to just to win an argument. You know, it's like when I look at those arguments, yeah, I find it very not genuine, ingenuous. I cannot pronounce that. Can you tell me how to pronounce that?
Eh, Wait, in ingenious or ingenious? You meant?
Ingenuous, not genuine. Hey,
Oh, non. Yeah, so just not genuine. You'd say.
this is
Um,
my little nephew. Okay, please, dude. You know what he's doing, right? hey, you know what was he doing, right? Okay.
not really. Not really.
Not really.
No.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not. We're not going to go there. We're not gonna make this guy start this discussion arguments. J. Shame on you. Shame on you. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I seen some of these arguments. I seen a recent one where I'm not going to tell you who they are because I don't want this to be I don't want people to know my political position in this stream.
Yep.
But I'll just tell you that this was where this one guy was going against 20 Cambridge students. He probably
Surrounded.
and yeah, surrounded by 20 Cambridge, school students, and they're all debating. Man, some of these Cambridge students were sharp. They were really sharp.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and yeah. Oh, thank you, Jay. This is what I was looking for. This disingenuous, disingenuous, disingenuous. Am I pronouncing it right?
Um,
Disingenuous.
disingenuine, I think would be
Huh?
disingenuous. I think is yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just to win a. It's more important that you win an argument. In those formats, it's more important that you win an argument rather than you being right.
That's an interesting thing. So basically, right now, because I'm just starting out, they're kind of like there's not like the same freedoms a person who's been doing this for some time would get because it's just like of like they want us to get the experience first before we start like trying to create our own like full on ideas. Like, but like I saw like one of them is so she's just gonna completely ignore the whole argument of the debate, and she feels really strongly about the Israel Palestine issue.
Hmm.
So her idea is like she wants to just talk about that instead of collective bargaining agreements, which is what our topic is on. And her argument, so basically, there's no real full set rules other than the format. So basically, if people are using laptops, right? Because we read off laptops, and I brought a notebook instead, I could be like, hey, they're using technology, that's cheating. So like basically you make up the rules, and if you can argue that, they broke whatever rule you're saying, and they can't respond to that, then yeah, so she's going to try and make the argument that that's the only important issue and the whole point, and if she doesn't win, then they're denying that. So that kind of thing. There's other people that are like so like they're just like tossing around. They're making completely like different arguments for each other. They're some of them will talk more about the economic state. There's some people talking about how about animal rights when it comes to collective bargaining. Um, like we should extend labor rights to animals. So that's some people's arguments. The ones I'm going with,
Extend the labor rights to the animals.
yeah,
Oh
because
no, I
they were.
cannot. I cannot. You mean I cannot tell my monkey to dance for me so he could collect some coins for me? Dang
Yeah.
it!
So yeah, my one that like my partner and I picked out of the choices we got, with picking just like the economic aspect to it. So like just the kind of straight up way. Um, So we're gonna argue it. So the way it works is kind of like the affirmative speaks first. So whatever team gets the affirmative, they have like a 9-minute prepared speech. So they need to talk for 9 minutes, as much as they can cram into there. Meanwhile, the other team has to take notes on what you're saying so they can address your claims. Then they go for like another 6 minutes, and then like, oh no, sorry, the next team goes for like 6 minutes to give their own like their claim, but then they spend another 3 minutes addressing the other person's claim, and it kind of goes into somewhat of a back and forth. After each 9-minute speech, you have 3 minutes to cross-examine. So to be like, wait, you said this, but isn't this the truth? Like you try to get them in those gotcha aha moments, and then if you do get them, your partner will write them down. If you don't, then you know it's not the biggest deal. It's just you want to try to get them to contradict themselves or see if you can use something for later. And then there's a point where one team will get two times to speak in a row, so one partner then the other, and that's when they address different arguments. So like instead of addressing all arguments in one speech, they have two 6-minute speeches and they'll address it over separate speeches. Depending how they feel comfortable. Then the next team responds, and then you get one more response, and then they get their last response. But those are 6 minutes rather than 9, and there's no cross examines. So the team that gets to respond last, basically, it's all in the last person's hand at that point. They have to address every single thing, and convince the judge that they won the debate, that they either played by the rules more than the other team, they made better points than the other team. So there's many different ways to go about it, and it's like a lot of thinking. After the first prepared speech, it's thinking on the fly most of it. So it'll be fun. And also, yeah, I just found I got into the moot court team, so I think I'm joining that too. Oh, I can't hear you anymore. Yeah, I can't. Still no. You can hear me, right?
Can you hear me now? I
Yes, I
think
can
it
hear you.
okay. Okay. I guess I need to have this one up. Okay.
So
So
yeah, I'm
you
on debate now. I'm also going to join moot court, and I'm also going to join probably model UN.
so you're gonna come to Mason, Georgia? We're gonna have a chance to see you.
Maybe, yeah. we're like figuring out for sure, but we're like 99% sure we're gonna go to George Mason, and it's gonna be fun.
Sounds fun. If you do come, try to make a try to schedule schedule a meetup with me with the family. That'd be fun because
Get some
finally
food somewhere.
we get to have some dinner or something.
Yeah,
Congratulating your high school graduation. I never got to.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you know, I'll be too slow to debate anybody because of my slow. You know how I take things so slow.
Yeah.
Are you frustrated when you talk to me because I talk slow?
No, I talk to Grandpa all the time.
Harlem is pretty fast though. Doesn't he speak pretty fast, Grandpa?
Yeah. He oh yeah, when he was in the hospital and I visited him right before leaving, he told my mom not to cry. Um then like right after she leaves me, she leaves, my dad sends a video of her crying and going
Oh
like, I don't know why I'm crying, because like I came back like for Labor Day weekend, so she's like, I'm seeing him in a couple of weeks, and I'm coming back again in September. Like I have a bunch of little breaks that like I get to take these escape buses for, direct route to the city, so I can just go back home, um and visit.
you
My
know,
dog misses me though. My sister sent a picture. He was sleeping in my bed.
Cosmo.
Yeah, he was sleeping in my bed.
Mm, he miss your smell, huh? Uh, I mean, that's the best senses they got to uh, remember you by. You know what I mean? That's the best thing they have to remember you by. Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't realize your grandpa was so had a. I didn't
Alright.
realize that because my condition. They didn't tell me. I guess my sister didn't tell me about it, and then
It's actually it's not like the biggest deal. Like he got discharged like a few days after. So like, okay, if they enter, he felt like a little dizzy and stuff. So he went to the hospital, and apparently for his whole life he's had like a hole in his heart or something. So now they're discussing what to do next to it, because it hasn't been an issue yet for so long, but now that he's old, it so he's fine and he's doing well. When I visited, I saw him. He was watching his Korean videos on on the laptop while Grandma sleeps. So he's doing well. It's like it wasn't like a major
can
piece of
you, can you,
um.
I mean, is he okay to travel? I mean, I'm sure
I
my sister's trying to prevent him from travel, but is he okay to travel now? I mean,
I think so. He walked. He still goes on his walks and stuff. The thing is, you know how I found out? I found out like a day after it happened, because my dad and I were like watching like the news and stuff, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, your grandpa's in the hospital." I'm like, "What? Wait! You guys didn't think to tell me this?" And he's like, "Oh, it's not a big deal," they say. So,
yeah, but it's not a big deal. But she cried anyway.
oh, she cried about me.
Huh?
So my grandpa told her not to cry about me. So she leaving, because he said that Harmony and him
Oh, for
cried
the
all the way down
college.
to Oklahoma from when they dropped her off at Syracuse.
Oh yeah,
Um, yeah,
she did it. And she cried.
yeah. So yeah, my dad sent me a video of my mom crying, and like he was just
Uh,
laughing. it was
uh,
it was funny.
mm. We are very emotional people,
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, uh, I remember, I remember when my dad let me at my dorm, and I and they they had to drive me to still Oklahoma from, Oklahoma City. That's like an hour and a half drive.
Yeah.
And they brought me to college, and then they had to leave. So that was how long was it? 74, 6, 81. So in 1981, right? That's what. Anyway,
44 years ago.
44 years ago. Anyway, I didn't. I got just dropped off. I was just excited. I was just ready to party. I mean,
Me too. Honestly, I wasn't. I haven't gone to any parties or anything. Cause like, they all do the alcohol and stuff. That's not me. But
mhm,
I've done events. There's this building, the Union.
mhm.
They host this thing called Late Night. Spelled NITE instead of. They have different like themes and stuff, and like on Saturdays or on Fridays they'll show movies, and then on Saturdays there are other things. Like yesterday, I played laser tag and just watched a bunch of people embarrass themselves doing karaoke. And they gave out meatballs and macarons, and it was very nice. Um,
You sing any yourself?
No, no. I didn't, because the thing is, the song I would have sung would be American Pie, which would be
Uh,
very mean to everyone else because they would have to sit through 8 minutes of it.
hmm.
Um, we also, the first few days we were here, we went bowling, did a bunch of stuff. I think I sent you the videos out. So it's the thing I showed you, the lights projected on the building. It's called Luma Fest. So basically, they had all their like street fair kind of stuff, like barbecue, fried Oreos, whatnot. Um, and then like just on a bunch of the different buildings, they'll have projectors show what's it called? Projectors will display different videos and like images and stuff, and it was very cool. Although there was this one moment where this guy kind of like grabbed me, and I was like, no, because I accidentally walked in front of him. I was like, geez, you don't have to do that. But otherwise, it was like very fun. We also, my roommate eats all my snacks, so we bought a cutting board that we found that says "Snackcident." When you eat all the snacks by accident, it was very funny.
How do you accidentally
No,
steal somebody's
it's just
snack
what we
by
found on the.
accident?
Yeah, he ate 10 of my 12 cans of Sprite, 6 of my 8 Gatorades, and 30 of
I,
my 42 bags of
I
chips.
I had a roommate where he would eat up all my food, and he was also happened to have a drug. I mean, not drug addict. He was a pot smoker, and
Oh,
boy, he get hungry. And hey, K-pop.
our room is actually very nice and clean. It's like my roommate, he takes a while in the shower and stuff, but everyone else takes 20 minutes in the shower. We have a clean dorm. We made a mistake of not putting trash bags in our bin, so we got a little mold, but we cleaned that up. Meanwhile, I visited a friend we made his dorm for a little bit because he had to pick something up. I get in, I just
Huh?
smell feet and beer. That's all I smell walking in. I see shoes lining the floor. A disaster in his bunk thing. Apparently, he has sexual relations in their room. So the guy basically lives in our dorm room. As a result, he he plays Smash Bros and just other games and whatnot. Talks with us till like 1 a.m. and then goes back to his dorm to sleep.
Hey, K-pop, Jay. This is my nephew. He just graduated from he just graduated from high school, and he's going to college. And we're talking about dormitory. I remember. Let me finish. Hey, Richard. Oh yeah, I'm almost. I made 1K. Thanks, Richard. I made 1K, and I got me those little medallions saying, "Hey, you got 1K," and then I got one on unsub, so it's back to 1999.
I
But
can sub on my school account, I think.
no, 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 don't worry about that. I'm sure I'll get a sub somewhere. But let me finish my story. See, I told you I'm freaking slow. There's a anyway. Anyway, that's 44 years ago. My parents dropped me off. I was ready to party, right? And I never thought about them going back by themselves at night, right? I never thought about that. I never thought about them crying or anything like that until I dropped off my first son, Alex, right? when I was dropping him off
Academy.
at
Oh, no,
college.
Yanji. Yanji.
Yeah, I mean, I was and me, Ada, and Andrew, and my wife. We are driving back home, and then one of us is just crying. So then that's when I felt, oh man, that's when I thought about my parents. When they dropped me off. Oh man, uh, when they were driving by themselves, I had at least you know, my whole family with me, but they were just two of them driving back at night like that. I go, oh man, I sort of like retroactively felt bad for them.
Yeah. The thing is, I feel like it should be easier now because we have FaceTime, we have calls, and like especially with my parents, I take an escape bus back. Like I buy a bus and it's just right there,
Yeah.
4 hours away.
How many
Yeah,
hours from school? 4 hours?
it's a 4 hour drive ish. It's pretty nice. Because the escape buses I take, they leave like at 5:30 ish. So it's
Uh-huh.
actually like 3 hours because it's straight up no traffic. Although I do have to take the LIRR like 15 minutes back, and then like Amy will drive me.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's I mean yeah, I mean uh I'm really excited for you. It sounds like you're gonna have a lot of fun. Especially, I'm really intrigued by debating, even though I will be awful at it. But I might be a really good. You would have like a researcher, person who researched information. I think I'd be good at that. You know, strategize, because I cannot execute those plans because I'm so slow. But well, if like your mom, she'll be she'll be a really good debater, right? But hey, Jaguar,
Well, I
this
mean,
is my nephew.
I'd hope
Hmm?
so because I'd hope so because she's a lawyer. You
Yeah,
gotta
well, I
have
mean,
to.
not every lawyers are going out and arguing with someone. Some people
I
just,
guess, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, she does that, so she does have to be good at. I mean, she's hard to beat. She's hard to beat.
Oh
She's
yeah, I know. I argue for a lot. Although I think she makes me better at arguing also because
You guys are screaming at each other. I slept at your place before, okay? Why are these people just screaming at each other? But yeah, so you have to argue the both points of this. What is it?
collective bargaining agreements, so like
Collective
labor
bargaining.
unions and stuff like.
Yeah. So what is you have to argue both sides, huh?
Yeah, so we have to argue like yes, we should the federal government. So we're arguing the federal government. So we're like yes, the federal government should strengthen labor unions, and then we also have to be like no, they also shouldn't. So it's like we have to be prepared to do both sides of this argument. So it's not necessarily like we straight up like we kind of get to pick how we do it, but we don't straight up get to pick like that. And the nice thing is oh the nice I saw that. The nice thing is that we have we I was like saying
You
that
cannot be distracted like that. You cannot be distracted like that.
we have
Focus,
the, the nice thing is we have what was I saying? Um
You're arguing both sides of the argument,
yeah,
and
so the nice thing is we can pick like what we choose to like respond with when they say stuff. And it's kind of like what direction we're gonna take it in. So it's like even if it's something I don't believe in, if I see like this as like a stronger argument, something I'd be more interested in, something I know more about, I will go with that. Now, preferably that doesn't happen, but like because you do have to argue both sides. So it's like, me personally, right? I think collective bargaining agreements should be increased, right? But I'll still have to argue against it because it's like, a both way thing. And I have to be prepared for someone to throw asterisks in there and just tell me that because I'm not talking about Israel Palestine, then I should lose. So I have to, and I have 10 minutes of prep time. So basically, with it's like a 2 hour thing, and in between like all of it, I have 10 minutes total. So I have to pick and choose when to use the time to like take a second, breathe, and like think.
So why is the Israel Palestine argument will come into this again? I mean,
So that
how
exactly that's the idea. So what the girl is trying to argue, which honestly, in my opinion, I think she might win a couple of rounds by befuddling people, but she won't win after people figure out what she's doing because they can see the past transcript. She's going to argue that basically everyone violated the rules. Like, basically, if she doesn't win the debate, then they're denying the importance of the issue, and she's trying to argue that's the only important issue. So she's like, this whole debate is useless, and it's bad for our education. Like, I think one team got really far by arguing that debate is stupid in general. So they can do stuff like that. It's just like I think those teams like they do well at first and then they kind of like after they you
yeah,
know
so are you graded by the judge or you have a crowd that judges you or by
there's
the
gonna be a judge
peers?
and we actually get to pick and choose like we get to like to pick our preferences for judges. So far I have none obviously, but like if we read up we get to like read about the judge and if it says like oh I say mispronunciations or a point off then we'd be like okay no we're not gonna want that judge.
I
And then
see.
someone's going like we try to foster the best possible like debate between them then we'll be like yes we want that judge, so then we'll have that judge to like
So don't
determine it.
then you have to argue with the your counter
The
people
other
with the
team,
hey I want this judge and they want their judge and that conflicts.
yeah, so basically what happens is like the judge doesn't really say anything. What happens is like the two sides follow the protocol debate and stuff, right? But like when I'm cross-examining I'll be looking at the judge, not the person, right? I'll be like we should win this debate. I'm gonna like be like we should win this debate because to the judge, but the judge is not gonna be like oh like blah blah blah. He's just gonna sit there, right? And then at the end he'll give some feedback to us like okay so this is who won, this is why you lost, this is why you won, this is what you both could do better next time. The nice thing is like even though I think we're gonna go 0-6, um the thing we do have going is we're in the novice division. So since we don't have any experience with it, we face everyone else who doesn't have experience. So I think it's like 100 hours. Once you get that, you're out of novice and you're into like JV. But the novices, everyone's gonna like kind of not not know what they're doing.
Of course, they can judge. They can bribe judges, but they're not going to use that money to bribe. They're going to use it to party, man.
The, the team the team is a lot some the teams are like some of them are nationally ranked, so that's a nice thing. The mood court team actually is too, so I'm joining that too, so that'll be fun. um what's it called so yeah, I'm putting in at least 5 hours a week into this in terms of like actual at the thing, and I'll be putting in more hours. I got fit that in with my schoolwork obviously, which I actually made my plan for the week. There's a lot in it, a lot of reading. But today I finished my work for today, so I'm at relaxing time, so that's good. Well, it's 11:52, so I guess.
Were you able to wake up your roommates? You just
Yeah,
you
I
wake them up.
yeah, he's been sleeping on the couch for some reason.
Oh,
He
so it's
sleeps. He had the whole dorm room to himself over the weekend. Not this weekend, last weekend, and he slept on the couch 2 out of the 3 nights.
so you're going against the same skill level as you are. So your opponent's going to be brand new too, right?
Yeah, so hopefully they're not gonna be talking as fast as I saw the JV kids talking. How bad do I want to win? Um, I would love to win. I mean, I love winning. I think the attitude to go into everything with the attitude I'm coming into this one is I'm okay if I lose because this is new. I'm not expected to do anything, good. I'll be happy if I win one match because I'm just, there to get the experience so I can, be better in my next few debates. I have fun. I think the next one's here at Binghamton, then West Point, then there's other competitions after that. I forget which ones. Um, this first one's like dipping my toe into the water, having some fun, gaining experience. We're going all the way down to George Mason, so that's a trip, and I
How much?
enjoy winning more than I hate losing. So like that's the
How many
attitude.
matches you gonna have? How many matches you gonna have if you get into the match?
So I'm guaranteed six, and
6 matches. Okay.
50% of the teams who will move on to the next round. So like half get eliminated, half move on to the next round. If I make it to the next round, I think it's another like, it goes more and more if you keep winning. Although the sad thing is, if you get matched up against another Binghamton team and you're lower seeded than them, then you just automatically lose because you're not going to debate against your own team.
Oh,
But I'm guaranteed six, so I know that I'll have 6 matches of experience, like about 12 hours of competing, so that when I come back to Binghamton and a few weeks from then have the competition there, I'll be able to maybe go from 0-6 to 1-6, and then at West Point go to 2-6 and onwards, so I can, and then eventually get to JV.
so
So yeah.
your partner any good?
Yeah, I'm friends with him. We became friends early on, so like, and we went to interest meetings and everything together, so that's pretty cool. Um, we're having like we're gonna have a good time with it. We haven't actually done it, so as far as I know, we're both awful. But
Okay. Okay, I just want to share this with the rest of the chat room. What kind of a person this Jay guy is? This is the very first thing Jay tell us. My innocent nephew, and he will do this to us. So just
I don't
act
know
with
what an X-Lex bar is, but from the context, I could just tell
this is what he would say to my young
he
nephew,
watched
who's an
he
innocent
watched
man.
the South Park episode, didn't he?
So I just want you to know this J guy, okay? I just want you guys to know what kind of person this J guy is. You're exposed, Jay. You have been exposed, okay?
Maybe I'll go to the debate and be like, we should win this debate. They violated the rules because they don't have Jay on their side.
we want Jay to be on our side. He's well equipped because he would have the XLX bar. That yeah, you could actually have a Jay because you don't want to get caught, right? Just hire Jay, have him, have him share his XLX bar with your opponents. Yeah. How much
Oh
you
yeah,
charge?
we love Jay. He brought the beer and the cocaine and the and everything, all the fun stuff.
Boy. Okay. So yeah, Jay, we're hiring. How much on you? Yeah, I mean, I mean, you know, they gotta pay for their beers, so. Well, I mean, the shooting voices doesn't matter. He's gonna provide us with this XLX bar. I mean. Hey, Otaku, Mike, how are you? But yeah, that sounds like fun. I mean, I will 6 matches, and if the more, that'd be fun. Yeah, your first match, you don't have to win all of them, but I would like to see you at least win a half of it. That'd be
I would
pretty.
love to. I'm just hoping to win one. I love winning more than I hate losing. So like that's if I win one, lose five. Losing it's going to happen, especially early on, and Federer actually he made a speech. He I think I saw on like a YouTube short he did a graduation speech, and he said he won. He won so much. He won like 80% of his matches, but he only won 54% of his points. So it's like when you lose, let it go and focus on the next one. So that's what I'm gonna do. When I lose the first match, I'll focus on the next one. If I lose it, focus on the next. If I win it, that's amazing. I'll feel great, but I'll still focus on the next. Then lose, then lose, then lose, and I'll be like, okay, I went 1-6. Next time, let's go for 2-6. Next time, let's go for 3-6. Next time, let's go 4-6. Then we get to like the final competitions, and I get into the playoffs, and that'll be great.
Well, yeah. So you just don't want to get skunked. Is that a term anymore? Is that a term anymore? I don't know if you guys.
I've heard it, but like none of the kids use it. They, frankly though, the kids they don't even use English. They just use gibberish. It's like I myself don't. I have to have like my friends explain half the terms that I hear now because they'll all talk about these like references to like certain pop culture stuff that I'm not involved in because some of them are like I still play StarCraft. Like I'm living 20 years ago. um, for some of these things, I actually read books instead of watching movies and hoping that gives me enough information. So yeah,
Hmm.
I don't really use AI. They use it at least for ideas. I use it occasionally if I like need to like they have a thing where they can grade your work. So like, rate my essay out of 10, and then it'll tell you, oh, but here's what it's 8 out of 10, solid, but you could have added this, this, and this, and then I'll like think like, oh, maybe I'll take like the second and fourth suggestion, and I'll like rewrite the essay a little bit, see if I can change it in there, and then they'll grade it again, and it'll be 8.5, and then they'll keep giving feedback, and then I get the great essay. Um, and it's everything of my own work, but it's kind of like as if I was able to submit to a teacher and then they give it back to me and I have the feedback, but rather I submit to that so that I don't have to get a bad grade before I get the feedback. So
Well, I could take a full credit uh, for Hayden being stuck in 1985 because I'm the one who uh, brought
the
him
first
the
PC.
StarCraft and his own PC. He built it himself,
For those of you who
and
don't know, he made a video on how to build a PC. He gave me the shell and all the parts just separated from it, and he gave me air canister. So I had to use the video to install everything into the PC, plug it in, get it to work, and then the air canister to blow out all the dust of the like ancient relic that he gave me. Um, it lasted 2.5 years, which was enough because by then my mom bought me a actual gaming laptop, but that was my first ever PC laptop, like anything that was that could play games that I ever had. I used it. I did have to repair it many times before it just finally said I'm done. It's 14 and a half years. But no, that was amazing. I'm grateful for that PC. Uh, remember that one time we played StarCraft and I gave you like 30 minutes of like no fighting? To build up, and you built like 2 units and like 100 turrets.
we don't do Mac. We do PC. What are you talking about?
And then
Kepa.
every single time, and I was like attacking, and I was like, "There's no way this is all you have." Like I fully expected like 80 battle cruisers to pop out of nowhere and teleport on top of my units, and then it's just like
Really
nothing.
slow. I got really slow. I got slower.
And the
When
thing
I
is, you
first,
built a lot. You just didn't build units.
the thing is, uh, I was a first when I was the first top 1,000 StarCraft player for about
There
the
were
first few weeks when it came out.
I can relate in a different way. There was this game, Battle Aces. Unfortunately, because the big company that was controlling the small one was kind of dumb, and they like judge pre like battle passes that go away. Like they had these battle passes, and you pay for them, but after the beta, they go away. So it's like, why would anyone pay for them? And they saw the pre battle pass sales, and were like, "Oh, well, this is not profitable enough." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But anyway, that game at my peak, I was 18th in the world, um, and I kind of retained that for a while actually. I beat the number one player. Like then lost in series. I lost, but I took a game off the number one player. So it was a very fun thing for me. I was really good at because it combined like all the aspects of StarCraft that I was actually really good at. Um, like I'm crazy. I don't like actually doing builds, real builds. I do my own thing, but that's also like that's not StarCraft, so I don't get the perfect timings or anything. But I have really good micro. I have weird strategies and stuff, weird things I do that somehow work. So I'm able to make it work, but it's not like I can get to like Grandmaster and be top 200 on a server or anything. It's more just like I play it, I have fun, and when I win, it's great. When I lose, it happens. Sometimes it's a little frustrating when they do something really bad, and they also start saying stuff. One person just I could tell he didn't speak good English because his insult was "You're a stupid piece of abortion." I'm like, sir, I think you don't know how it is. And I just started rage baiting him. So I was like, how so? Are you sure? Are we all living? Are we all alive in this universe? Are we sure we're not in the Matrix? Are you AI? And he got so mad.
What I Command Conquer came out. I remember Command Conquer came out, and StarCraft the same time, about same time. But there was some Conquer players. But oh yeah, what's your APM?
I think my so over like my longest game I believe was an hour and 6 minutes. I retained about like I think that was before my APM really shop. I think I maintained like a 260 for that one. I think for like the average 30 to 40 minute game, my APM hovers like from 280 to 330. And in a really short game, my APM like if it's very active, it can like go up to like 400. If it's like very like tame and nothing really happens, it hovers around like the 260s, 270s. As the game goes like on, I get more like active on it. Some games it's even more because I do like I'll like warm up a little. If it's like my first game on, my APM will be higher because I'll just like start spamming keys to like make sure my hands are all good and like focus on it. But yeah, the APM is pretty high. The problem is just I don't have builds, so and I don't love macro. Let's just say, or I play super greedy. But then after I get up to 5 bases, I just start building units and attacking constantly and focus solely on like 3 prongs. So and it's like yeah, over here if I play games here in Binghamton, I'm on a laptop screen, not a monitor anymore. So it's a little harder, but yeah, yeah. Although I played StarCraft Brood War, I tried playing it because I played StarCraft 2. I tried playing Brood War, and it was the most frustrating thing in the world because I'm just like it's completely different. Like there's only 4 workers, yeah, 8 minerals, but it's like the graphics are very wonky. I'm like trying to place things. I'm like, why won't this build here? Because it just made no sense from a StarCraft 2 player. And then like I'll build like these units. And I was like, I don't know what this upgrade does or this upgrade. I'm playing the same race I normally do, but there's no stalkers instead. There's a dragoon, and it's so. And it was like so fun. I was like, how do you even play this game? This is like unplayable. Although when I play, I've been playing this mod C2 Evo. So they connect StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2 units and they put it in the StarCraft 2 server. So everything, all the graphics are good and you could see like how all your units are working and everything and they micro better, which is why I'm really good at micro. So because of that, I really started to enjoy like the Brood War units because I used to watch like the Brood War and the StarCraft 2 pros play. Um, it was really fun and just really epic moments. I remember like the time I really started to get
I
into
don't
it
think
was
knows any of these games. K-pop. I don't think.
2018 was when truly got into it. I played like 6 games 2017, and I played 150 2018 because I saw my favorite player Maru start winning like tournament after tournament after tournament. And then I switched races because of a different player that I used to like when I only watched and never played, um, SOS. And I switched races to Protoss. And like over COVID, I played like 850 games in like 4 months because I had nothing else to do. I mean, that's since shot down a lot because I've like limited the games and focused more on my studies and social interactions and everything. Um, but it's like that's what really got me into it. I still watch like the pros when they play in the big tournaments. It's fun. Now it's YouTube videos, so I can just I don't have to fully pay attention live. I can watch it when I have the time. Um, but yeah, it's just everything I've played with this game, seen it. It's like I feel like it shaped a lot of me. I remember my dad used to play until he decided he was addicted and he sucked, so he was gonna stop. Um, I would ask him questions and hover over him, which is also why he quit. Because he gets super annoyed. I'll be like, "What's that? What's that here? What's that here?" He's like, "It's a door." I'm like, "Is it good?" And he's like, "Yes, it's good." and then, and then like I tried to play the campaign on his laptop, and I kept sending my units to a place that you couldn't. So like, there's a broken bridge here, and you're supposed
Mm.
to send it straight away from the broken bridge, obviously. I kept trying to send it to the broken bridge side. I was like, "Why wouldn't this work?" And my dad would just be like, "You can't move there. Click the other way." Yes, click the other way. Click the way. No, not the bridge. You can't go across the bridge. The other way. I was like 4 years old, I think. So I was like,
I look when I can honestly say I invented like a cannon rush. I could because I played the games right when they first came out. You
I
know.
actually I tried cannon rushing a few times in like tournament games. 'Cause I play in like amateur tournaments. And here's the thing: they will work. Some of them work. Some of them fail miserably. The ones that work, I still lose the game because I have no clue what to do next because I never cannon
Mm,
rush. And then, like it's just like because like my whole like general play style, I don't have a build, but I have a routine more like. So it's like I have like three routines, and then when I skip to another one, all of a sudden it's like, wait, I don't have the minerals I normally have. I can't build the units I like. Um, so then it's like, oh shit, I lost this. Oh no. Like, so then I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this because I have like 98% win rate. I probably faced like 400 cannon rushes because everyone does it over the days. I have, at least on my Pro Less race, I have probably beat like 390 of them at least. It's just like literally every time. It's partly because they don't know how cannon rush.
yeah.
Like this one guy like destroyed me 2 games in a series with cannon rushes because I did not expect him to do it twice, especially since he was like a pro player. Um, almost beat the second one, but like generally like cannon rushes are kind of easy to shut down.
Mhm.
So I was like, well, if I can shut them down so easily, why would I do them myself? If I could just win the game straight up by just shading some adepts into his base, killing all of his workers, and making him tap out without GG.
Cool. Hey, stay with me. Stay here with me. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna say bye to the chat room. It's about an hour. I'm gonna have to go to bed here soon, so I'm gonna end the stream. Hey, thanks chat for coming by. I was
Hi,
gonna
chat.
I was gonna I was gonna what do you call this? Markers. I
Draw.
was gonna swatch. You know what swatch is?
Uh, oh, is that where you like make different shades with two
Yeah,
pens?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what my actual colors are because when they're applied on a paper, they have different than what's shown on here.
Oh yeah,
So,
we have that drawing. Remember those drawings, the pixel one that you did of Cosmo, Lola, and Hiccup?
oh yeah,
I
I just left it there. You guys
we have
saved
that
that?
in a little vase inside and like like it's like that big one. It's that one that's like open and you can look inside it. It's like on the windowsill, so the drawing's still
Oh,
there.
okay. Oh, cool. So you guys saved it. I just left it there.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Okay.
like I placed it in the pot where I knew no one was gonna like touch it or anything. Honestly, maybe I'll put it on my bulletin board because that's a nice one. I
Cool.
like it a lot.
Well, I'll draw you more stuff. I mean, but yeah, it also changes color per paper too. Yeah, yeah. What I like to do on mine is I don't know. I like to put two shades on there on once on per swatch. light and then multiple layers of the color to so like
We did that in art class. Low key, I did not love that class. Cause it was just kind of like a. It's like you have to draw this shape and that shape, and it was kind of just like a. I'm in senior year, man. I don't want to have to like do this without like getting to choose what I want to do for like 45 minutes a day. Um, but like we did learn how to mix colors and stuff.
yeah.
To a certain
Well,
extent, I was just playing Brawl Stars on my
I,
phone.
I normally draw ink drawings, just black and white. I need to draw. I needed to draw this lady for. I need to draw this lady for my friend, and I need to color it. So I'm trying to learn how to color before I start coloring it. But anyway, I gotta say goodbye to the guys. Let's talk a little bit more privately.
Bye, Chad.
Bye, guys. Have a good night in the stream. This is my Hayden, my nephew.